You guys
All right.
Okay, so all of them roll. Yeah, that's true. Are all of them rolling though?
Do we need to restart because this stuff's
No, we keep it all.
Yeah, we keep it all, man.
All right,
Keep
that's
it
All
all.
the cameras rolling.
All the cameras are rolling.
All right.
I think.
Is this what happens in 2020? People want to listen to like a 5-minute sound check?
I think so.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Yeah. Well,
We can go a 10.
we'll just
sound check
fucking.
if you
We're
want.
gonna put it in there and see how that goes.
All right, so here we fucking are. We want to get this started. This is, Crux Crawford. We are the Flesh. Andre Weiss right over here, and then we got Tyler, who's our, team partner, owner of Electric Media Lab,
Fanwave Boot
Fanwave,
Camp. So
all the music marketing shit.
yeah, let's
And here we are coming at you. Should we get started, guys?
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Spookies on the block, ain't no time for talk. When they pull out the clock, ain't no time for nothing go Spookies on the block, ain't no time for talk. Make you feeling low. When they pull out the clock, ain't no time for nothing go
All right. So, this is the first episode of, our podcast coming at you with weekly videos. We're here starting out the new year, the new decade, trying to figure out what the fuck's going on with our mics and our fucking
No, it's fun. I like
laptops.
it. It's good. We are the
Arna-
Flesh.
Arna has his FaceTime camera
You gotta be
on,
ready, yeah.
so he knows
your own face.
Yeah, it's weird. It's weird if
Andre
you're, if you're
Weiss
looking.
has
Yeah.
his own FaceTime camera on, so he can constantly know how good he looks.
Yeah.
Yeah, just so you know, or if you're listening to this and you're not watching it, just so you know, he is dialed in with making sure that
That's true.
his
Look at
face
these
and his hair
old
is
pictures.
good.
He's
24 the whole time.
I got to be
24/7,
ready.
the whole time
I
it
want to
is.
make sure my curls.
And
are-
we also got to keep track. We also got to keep track of the time because all the cameras fucking shut off after 30 minutes, right? So
yeah, and I think
true.
we spent 7
I got
getting
the
them
time.
to work. So
I
we
got it
spent
right
3
here.
hours trying to
Yeah.
get them to work, and they work for 30 minutes.
Someone just remind me at like 28 minutes.
at 28 minutes.
Yeah.
What minutes are you at?
I'm not gonna
currently?
tell you. I'm not gonna tell you.
Well, how would I supposed to remind you?
Just figure it out.
Hell
That'd be cool.
yeah. So I guess the first thing we should fucking talk about is since it's the new year and the new decade and what we're doing going forward into 2020 is we're doing a song every month, right? Putting out a song every month. I did a video on it the other day. I just put it out. So if you saw that one, sorry to sound like a broken record, but yeah, we're gonna no matter what, year round, we're gonna put out a song once every month. No albums, no EPs, nothing like that. I wanted to, but you didn't, so we don't. No.
Oh, is that what? Yeah, that's the true story. You heard it first right here. Oh, but maybe an A and B side single. We've done that.
We
before,
might.
Maybe.
We might.
Maybe.
But either way, it's
Maybe.
definitely going to be like consistently what we can say is like one song every month, and there's a lot of different reasons for that. I think the first one, most importantly, is like we want to keep people engaged, and I feel like now it's like the way things go with releasing music now is like you can release like 6 songs at once or 12 songs at once, and it's like they're all there in kind of one blob, and the main places that people listen to our music, I feel, is like Spotify and then Apple Music and then maybe SoundCloud behind that, but like that stuff comes on and it gets in release radar, it gets in all your playlists and stuff, and then if you put out 12 songs at once, it's like everybody's maybe might not have time to listen to all of them in one sitting, or like or they might lose track, and there's so much music coming out. We figured it's just better if we just do it like monthly, that way people always have something to look forward to. And it's another reason to subscribe, it's another reason to stay involved, it's another reason to keep track of what's going on, because we're always releasing something new. And also, like, if we put out one that like you hate, like we put out a song that you
That's
think
the
sucks,
biggest thing.
Yeah.
I think that you don't. The nice thing about not having to do an album is like having done albums and EPs and stuff before is like when, especially when it gets to crunch time and you're trying to get like the mixing and the mastering, everything wrapped up, and or even before that when you're deciding whether you should cut a track or not. You don't get filler this way. That's the beauty of it. Like looking into the creative process, it's cool to be able to like work on songs. And if something's not coming together, you don't go, okay, we're putting this out because the album's coming out. you
Yeah.
work on it more, or you think about it more, or you revise it more. And so I think that way we end up actually putting out, at least in my opinion, hopefully our opinion, the best quality
Yeah.
work that way. You know what I mean? You're not stuck with those filler songs and then like one focus track after you have 10 songs out, which I think is great for us and I think for the audience.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I mean, to speak to the audience, I mean, when we look at, I've got, your lifetime Spotify growth, and you can see that every month, I mean, you can look at it, you can see it right here. You see consistent growth, and I mean these big spikes, and we can put it on the screen for people who are watching video. The big spikes are when you're marketing, but I mean it's a pretty consistent upward trend because you're keeping your fans engaged every month, and then additionally you're getting new ones every month as well, so it's a constant engagement of your current fan base, as opposed to when you put out a song or when you put out a full album and tour on it, it kind of fizzles and dies, and then you go back into the studio and re-record a whole album. You've got an audience base that's constantly engaged with new content. So,
Right. Yeah. I mean, this day and age, I mean, there's so much going on at any given time. Everyone is basically trying to get, or I guess, yeah, everyone pretty much is trying to get your attention everywhere. I mean, that's kind of a general, broad statement, but I mean, if you want to, I feel like just for the sake of staying relevant and staying in tune, it's important to just keep. It's not just about doing like Instagram stories or Instagram posts or whatever like people do. Like I think staying engaged goes beyond just your supplemental content. Like if you're a musician, it's about more than just staying up to date on your Instagram or your stories. It's about actually staying up to date on your work.
Yeah.
I think that's a big deal. Like that's what we're doing.
Yeah.
We're staying relevant and up to date on like our actual work.
You know why I can't stay relevant and up to date? Because I don't have any fucking internet. How do we connect to the internet?
Hey, can you give the entire world your password?
yeah, we're gonna have to mute it, but
Can you,
like it needs
just
to be
do
like
it?
I'm gonna mute it. I can just mute
Can you just
the
do it
mics.
for me? So we
no,
can
you
say-
don't have to mute it. We'll like put a cool, funny like.
Oh, like so we'll like dub
interlude.
ourselves over.
Yeah, exactly.
So in like the
we
section
gonna- we're
following
gonna put an
this,
interlude?
we'll put some crazy like. I'll record some stuff in another language. I'll do some
So-
Farsi. You do some
So
Spanish.
go to the thing where internet is
Yeah.
found.
Go
Yeah,
to
don't
the-
do that one. Don't do the ones with the
Where is it?
ext.
Which one is it?
It's just like that one, except for not
Oh,
like
dude, we should
EXT,
put one of those
like that.
technical screens that has all the colors. All right, they're
This
busy
one?
doing their thing.
Yeah,
That's the right
just
one.
click it.
How did it forget? Look at this. Look at this. It says I'm on. It's crazy.
Yeah, so
All right,
it's
I don't know what I'm doing here.
it's
Just clanking and everything.
Here, I'll just do it. Here, no one can know.
Just do it.
All right, so S5. Oh man. All right, so while he's doing that, let's talk about like the meal we had. Can we talk about the meal we had on the way here, where we went to Del Taco?
Is that what we're talking about?
So,
What is this? All this stuff. Yeah.
so this guy over
Tacos.
here,
It scares me.
Andre's never been to Del Taco, and if anybody's listening or watching this
What?
that
You've
doesn't
never
have this part,
You've never been to Del Taco?
I mean,
you
now that's
grow
not
up-
true, but as of a few hours ago.
Didn't you grow up in Southern California? Like, isn't that
I-
something
no,
like?
no,
No, actually.
he didn't grow up in Southern California, but I'll tell you this: for those of you that aren't familiar with Del Taco, it's in this area. I'm sure it's in other areas of the country too.
It's everywhere.
Yeah, it's a lot of places. I don't know
Yeah.
if it's everywhere, but anyway, we went to Del Taco, and he goes, "How big is your?" What did you said? Like, how big is the quesadilla? And then the guy was like, "Well, I mean, I don't really know how to answer that because we have two." And you're like, "Is it as big as Taco Bell's?" And the guy was like, "I'm not really sure what Taco Bell's quesadilla." And then he looks at me like, "Wouldn't he go to check out the competition to see what his quesadillas are like?" And it's like, motherfucker, like, if you're working at Del Taco, I don't think you're like, all right, man, like, let me go fucking strategize. I got Taco Bell I'm working with. I got Chipotle. I got, like,
The guy just looked at me like,
yeah, he was just like,
he's
I
like,
don't fucking know.
I'm not going to go check out the competition.
He's like, I don't fucking know how big the quesadillas are at Taco Bell. So
I feel like that's a pretty reasonable metric, though. Like, if someone's like, hey, is it, like, how close to the size of a cheeseburger at McDonald's is the guy can't just be like, oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It's- I don't know. I thought
Yeah,
it
I
was
think-
common knowledge. I was wrong.
I mean, it really just depends on how much weed you smoke. Like, I mean, especially if you're talking about your preference between Del Taco and Taco Bell.
Taco Bell,
I
I
think it's
eat it-
really
I've eaten
going to
that
come
more
down to
than
like
once
how
in a
much
day.
weed do you smoke.
That's different.
So what's that?
I mean, I've eaten at Taco Bell more. I've eaten at Taco Bell too many times in my life to
So
even.
you smoke a lot of weed then.
No.
You've got to smoke a lot.
No,
of
I don't.
weed.
I
All right,
don't
what
dance with the
fuck is
devil's
going on here,
lettuce.
dude? Can you check
That's
this-
the
can you
devil's
check me out
lettuce.
again?
What movie is that from? Forgetting Sarah Marshall.
Fuck, I don't remember.
Is that? I think that's what it's
I
from.
know what you're talking about. Like, it sounds familiar, but I can't remember.
He's like, you guys out here smoking the devil's lettuce.
It's like, fuck you.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I don't. You might not be allowed.
Probably not.
Get the 5G one. Find the 5G.
Which one
Right
is
that?
this?
Right there. Yeah.
Okay.
Dude, there's a movie called The Devil's Lettuce.
What is it about?
Faced with crippling addiction to a strange mind-altering drug, young Jeffrey Hawthorne finds himself in danger when he inadvertently becomes involved with a drug cartel that is run by a sinister rabbit worship worshipping cult.
Can you imagine having to like be the voiceover guy that like?
That's not
like
where
sinister
it got an
rabbit worship.
8.1.
Yeah.
What?
I didn't see it going that direction. I was like,
Should I hit join?
addiction, a drug.
Yeah. Oh, I thought we already joined.
I don't know. It just said hit whatever. We'll see what happens here in a second.
I mean,
Wow, that was a little off topic, but funny.
No, I
nonetheless.
loved that. I loved that.
I anticipated it going a different direction at just the last.
Keep finding
few
more
words
like
there.
that.
what's that?
I said keep finding more like that.
This is
See, I
mine.
missed the
This
whole
is-
joke. Like,
okay.
I missed the whole joke.
Do you want to see my screen, my
No.
keyboard?
I was trying to look up the Devil's Lettuce
Yeah.
to see what movie it was because it was like Forgetting Sarah Marshall. I could swear it's from that or something. And then I googled it and it said Devil's Lettuce on IMDb. I was like, they named a movie that? And then this is next level. That's amazing.
It's crazy.
It's got Blair Hoyle in it.
I was just about to say I don't know anyone who's in this movie. No offense to them. I mean,
Blair.
I have not
You got
been in
Blair.
a movie, so they got that.
Like,
try to, like,
Google something.
Did-
I don't know.
You want to use my hotspot?
Oh, here
No,
we
we're
go.
in.
Man.
Oh, wait. I
Did
can't.
both of you guys see The Irishman?
I don't have my phone though.
I haven't seen The Irishman. Like,
Okay.
I saw it on. I saw it show up on Netflix. I was like, oh, this looks pretty cool. And then I, disappeared into my own world for a month. And then, like, next thing I know, it's like nominated for every Golden Globe.
It was really
was
good. I liked it a lot. I mean, I think it's another classic Scorsese. Personally, it goes down right along with everything else he's doing. Or he's done. Did you see it already?
Did I see it?
Yeah.
Did you see it?
I was actually just looking at.
You're looking at your
reviews.
fucking mirror. Your
I was looking
FaceTime
at
fucking
reviews,
shit.
and just reviews of this movie.
Of what?
The Irishman?
No, the Devil's.
Oh yeah.
I'm
the
still on
Devil's
that.
Lettuce. No, I don't blame you.
Everyone's
Still
talking
Still
about
on
the
the
Irishman.
Devil's
I'm just
Lettuce.
sitting over here. I'm like, yeah, but have you seen the Devil's Lettuce? Though?
Let me ask you: have you seen The Devil's Lettuce? So yeah, it was really good, but it's crazy because that's like one of those first things, like a iconic film shot by an iconic director. You know what I mean? Like you got iconic actors in there, and they just put it in theaters just for like a month, just so they could get nominated for everything. But then they just put it right on Netflix right away. You know what I mean?
Was it actually in theaters before Netflix?
It was in theaters for like a couple weeks or a month.
Was it
or
like
something.
limited release?
Limited
type?
time. Yeah, and they did that just so
Is
they
it
could
good?
get submitted.
Is it that good?
Oh, it's great. Yeah, it's awesome. It's
Oh,
three and a
it's
half
stacked.
fucking
Who-
hours.
okay, so it's-
you
it's-
got to get ready to sit there and watch it. It took me
So
3
it's
days to watch.
De Niro.
How many hours? That's a long movie.
Yeah,
Okay, who else in it? So De
sure.
Niro,
Pacino,
Pacino,
Pesci,
Pesci,
Harvey Keitel.
Harvey Keitel,
Who else
and
is in
then
it?
Scorsese directed it.
Scorsese directed it.
Yeah, that's stacked.
Yeah,
I feel
That's
like
like
that's
it can't fail.
Netflix just saying like fuck you.
yeah, exactly, man. And that's what I'm saying, dude. Like they're like, hey, we want to put it on Netflix, and they're like, well, it's a Scorsese film, and they're like, yeah, but we're Netflix, so fuck off. This is 2019 is when it came out, But that's my point, man. Is like everything just gets put out instantly. It's all everything is so streamlined now, and that's the direction everything is heading. Everything is subscription.
Oh, I
everything is
didn't.
this. So
Like when I saw it, when I saw it pop up, I had no idea that it was going to be something that was that big. It was like what I noticed was I noticed it pop up and then it was over 3 hours long. And I'm like, I don't have time for that tonight. But I want to watch it and I want to make sure that it's something that I can devote 3 hours to. And then it just hadn't come back to it. And then I'm driving through Hollywood and it's like nominated for 8 Golden Globes, and I'm like, well,
Yeah.
wow.
Well, like I said, man, like what's it called?
What are you doing? He just pulled up Gaychella.
I was like, all right, you guys want to talk
Is
about
this a
current
real
events?
thing?
No, you guys want to talk about the
Is this a
important things?
real thing?
No, okay. Coachella lineup was released very recently because obviously, we recorded this right before we're dropping. Anyway, so the Coachella lineup was very recently released. Let's just say that. And today, I had to look this up. If anyone sees this posting, the Gaychella post, I mean, come on, dude, this is ridiculous. It has. I think I'm the only one.
Wait, is this real?
No, this is fake.
Okay.
But like it has headliners: Britney Spears, Spice Girls, Mariah Carey. Like, come on, some of the acts: Baby Yoda, Jewel smoking a Jewel. Where is this one? The CGI from Cats.
I was gonna say like the headliner.
Like, no, these are all fake, but like it's just funny what they did.
The headliners of every day looks like a 1996 like teenagers spank bank.
Well, yeah, it's Gaychella.
It's like Britney Spears, Spice Girls, Mariah Carey, like.
Moira Rose and the Jazzagals. If you know what that is, like,
No idea.
You're doing fine.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
a good one. But or like it says Nancy Pelosi clapping. Like that's one of the acts. Like that's fun. I think that's fun.
That is
I
fun.
was laughing very hard
wait,
when I
what?
saw Nancy Pelosi clapping. There's this Billy Eichner screaming. I don't even know if I said his name right, but that's Jigglypuff.
I love how Carly Rae Jepsen is in there, just but very seriously is like number 3.
Yeah. I had to pull it. And like Fat Thor. What's crazy is every
I don't
year
know why that's even funny.
every year when I
That's
see
so
the
good.
lineup, and I love Coachella, I don't care, I'll say it. I hear these people go out there and they're like, I had the best weekend of my life. Yeah, I get it. It is one of the best weekends ever. Like after going, I get it. But just when you see these ridiculous names that don't make sense, like what is this? Dua Lipa dancing? Like that's obviously not a band, but in 10 years in Coachella, that might actually be on the poster. Like I would not be surprised.
Have you guys? I know you have, but like the Jimmy Kimmel bit where they like go and interview people going into Coachella and like
Oh yeah,
and they're
The-
just
the
like
band
making
name.
up
That was
names
so
of the band.
good.
Like,
Have
oh
you
yeah,
ever get the fuck out of my pool, and they're like, oh yeah.
Have you seen? I can make them. Have you seen Coffee Table Dream? They're like, yeah, I saw them back in the day.
What about-
when
Hillary-
they go like, I'm into their earlier stuff,
Yeah,
and you're like,
exactly.
it doesn't fucking exist.
What
you
about
fucking
Chelsea and the
fraud.
Clintons? Oh yeah, I work for a college radio station and and I
they
spin
try
them
to
a
give
lot.
credentials.
Like what?
That's so fucking good.
Ugh.
Hey, does it matter that that door's open?
No, the downstairs one's closed.
Okay,
so
cool. Just want to make sure.
Better be.
Yeah.
it better be. So
fuck.
Otherwise, you'll get got by Jigglypuff and the Babadook.
Get gotten. I was gonna go over. I was
the
gonna go over
Babadook.
like what we want to do and make like a weekly thing about every time we do any episodes. Is we want to try to go over troll comments of people that hate us. Like
We need
and-
more of those.
But we need more. I'm not.
We don't have
I'm-
enough.
dude. I'm not even trying to like make it sound like we're great. Literally, if you look, I'm looking at all our comment history on YouTube right now. Most of them are positive comments. Like
Yeah,
they're
guys,
not-
you got to get. So this
like,
is the
we-
thing. This is the
they
point about
used-
YouTube.
There used to be more. Like
Yeah.
yeah,
you
show
guys-
your
you-
dick
this is the
friend,
thing with YouTube.
Like,
You gotta-
more
yeah.
of the videos.
You got to be angry. You got to be hateful because obviously.
Like, don't get me wrong,
like,
we love
you know,
the support. Like, first of all, like, thank you guys who like us. Like, we're not complaining that you're saying our music is good and you like us. Like, thank you very much. But like, I feel like we used to get more troll comments. Maybe we're just in a dry
like
spell right
well,
now.
you also used to wear makeup.
Oh yeah.
I'm wearing makeup right now. You don't see it? Seriously?
Yeah,
No, it's there. I mean, I could have probably put some defrost.
no, I
in
think
my
like
hair.
most of the troll comments were coming out when we were doing marketing
When
campaigns.
we were doing the zombie
and we were
videos.
but like also like we were doing marketing campaigns and we were about like people knew the music was good, but we were like 5 degrees off from like
Yeah.
who would actually like it. So it got enough attention that like people wanted to shit talk. Like maybe that's what we should do. We should invest some money in like marketing to people who we know won't like it.
Yeah.
But, like it'll really irritate.
Yeah, guy. Well, we can get some fan support too. I hope like anyone who has a friend who thinks like they're gonna hear this and be like, "Wow, this sucks." Send it to them. Let them comment. We want to see it. It'll be fun.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but aside from all that stuff, like when we had the videos, like when we were doing like the music videos with the zombie makeup and shit, like, and people didn't get it, they didn't understand, like, I feel like we still had some after, and we still just don't have as many. But anyway, I guess that's the last thing like any like artist complains about, right? Like no one's saying they hate me enough.
No,
Like,
so
so I
they
guess
they
it's a
will.
bad-
They
Well,
will.
Yeah.
I mean, you got the. Are you gonna your YouTube?
Well, we got some. I
Review?
mean, look, if you want to
Oh,
talk
yeah,
about
yeah, we'll
reviews
get
of the
into
Devil's
that.
Lettuce,
But that's
we've
a
got
review,
some
though.
other
That's
stuff.
I know,
review.
but what's funny about it is it's not really like shit talking. It's really just like
Yeah.
it's okay. It's whatever. It's okay. Like
No, that's
No,
we're
kinda
I
what
love
makes it
I
so
love
great.
that
Into that.
video because it's like, hey, I don't really think it's that great. It's not that unique. It's kind of basic.
But like
And-
it's cool if you
yeah.
listen
And
to it.
I
Like,
don't
it'd be
know.
okay.
I don't really know if
Like,
you
you know
would
what I mean?
listen to it. But if you do, here's where to find it. And
and
it's
I'm-
like, well, if it's
My
not
bad.
that good, why are you sending
But
us there?
when he was also he's
Right?
like if
Should
you,
we play it so people can check it out?
We should play it.
Okay,
You should
let's play it.
We should
and
just
then-
get, how long is
He's
it?
got a. It's less than. It's like 2.5 minutes, but his
how
intro,
many views is it up to now?
It's up to like 12.
12.
It's blowing up, dude.
You gotta get worried.
No,
about
no,
that.
it's okay. But just to be clear,
gonna look
here,
it up.
This
Oh,
review.
okay.
All right, well, hold on, man.
I want
This
to look it up too, man.
we're gonna
I wanna
play it
look it up.
together.
No, you play. I'm just looking up.
So-
Why don't you
songs.
screen share off? My boner wanted to talk for a minute.
Oh man, so good. So, look, before we show this guy. So this is a review of this. A guy's giving us a review that is not a big fan of our song. "Fuck This Shit," which is fine. So we just want to like say this before we play it. Like if you don't like us, or we want all kinds of feedback. So like people that aren't into our music, like that's fine. If you think it sucks or if you think it's awesome, like you're entitled to your opinion. So we're not criticizing the guy's opinion here at all. It's just that it's the way we'll put it up for you to watch. Like it's just the way that he does it, like and what he said after. So we'll check it out right now, and then we'll.
Before you play it, like I'll say, like it seems like in the guy's defense, it does seem like he's trying to be really objective.
Oh, yeah,
about, like,
no, for sure.
He's not just like these guys suck. Like it, like
Oh,
sounds
yeah.
like like they had dicks in their mouths the whole time that they're recording, and
kind of a
dicks in their
harsh
butts too. Like, yeah, it's like no, it's a pretty. He tries to. He's like, it's not that it's a bad song, but it's just kind of. We'll just play it.
Yeah, let's check it out.
Welcome back to OTR Reviews, and today I'm going to be doing a review for a song that came across my Spotify release radar. I've actually never heard of the band. It's called We Are the Flesh. Well, the band is We Are the Flesh. The song, and normally I try and keep this channel as clean as humanly possible, just so that anybody can watch it, but this one's going to be kind of hard. The song is called Fuck This Shit, so let's dive into it. So, this song is basically what you would get if you could just take raw anger and just put it into music. That's basically what they've done. Lyrically and sonically, it's pretty basic. I mean, it doesn't really bring anything new to the table. It's just, it's the same rap metal song that you've heard 100 times before, but that doesn't necessarily mean it's not a fun song, and maybe a good one to listen to when you're having a bad day, when things aren't going right. It's that kind of a song, but it's just nothing new, and it's nothing special really. Lyrically, and this is where I think its only redeeming quality really comes in, is that lyrically it tries to, and I say tries, to tackle a few different issues, from at least from his perspective. One of which being like, okay, how we make, school shooters famous. We basically make them into celebrities. So it tries to kind of talk about that issue. It talks about the division of our nation, how everybody's, not on an equal playing field. And, everybody's just pissed off about it. But other than that, kind of like redeeming quality in the lyrics aren't really all that well written. The production's kind of it's, I don't know, just for a quick listen, it's good. I probably won't go back to it more than maybe here and there, but I'd give it a 2 out of 5, and that's just for trying to address a couple important issues. But other than that, like I said, it's pretty basic. So go check it out. Let me know what you think, and I will see you guys later.
All right, so where are my favorite parts? Let me go over that.
Is basically what you would get if you could
Okay.
just take raw anger and just put it into music.
Okay,
So I feel like that's a huge
Oh
compliment.
no, that's great. No, this
I'm
is
like-
great. This is where you're like, oh, okay, cool. This is where I thought the guy liked us. I didn't realize he like didn't really like the song as
Or
much
your
yet.
fucking hair is fine.
Dude, I just don't know why there are holes in this. This is brand new. It's just weird.
Pretty basic.
Okay, this is my favorite. This is my favorite.
Like it's meant. They're meant to be.
Oh
there.
yeah,
This is
no,
my
no, no.
favorite.
Especially after the conversation we
This
had.
is my favorite quote. Like I'm gonna definitely this is going in our sample bank.
What?
It's pretty basic.
Lyrically, it's pretty basic.
That's fucking great.
Yo, send me
dude.
that. Let's down tune it.
Because we're
Put
talking
some
about
reverb
we're talking
on
about
it.
Fuck this shit though,
Yeah,
which
Yeah.
has like some of the
yeah.
I mean, it
Like,
doesn't really
It's a
bring
lot of
anything
vulgar
to the
language
table.
there.
It's just, it's the same rap metal song before, but that doesn't necessarily mean it's, not a fun song. And
Where does
Yeah,
he-
whatever, dude. It worked out fine for Fred
where
Durst.
does
Like,
he-
give us a break.
Well, but like,
whoa, bro! Like this dude has no idea what we're doing, but yeah, that's not either here nor there. Either way,
And this is where I think its only redeeming quality really comes in, is that lyrically it tries to, I say tries.
dude, that's one of my favorites right there.
and
Dude.
it tries.
That's so good.
Comes in, is that lyrically it tries to, I say tries.
This guy.
That's the best. Where's the next one? Where's my other?
Famous, we basically make them into celebrities.
Okay, so he talks about he's like.
Everybody's just pissed off.
So
about
this is
it.
the best though.
But
This
other than that,
I said that twice already,
other
but
than
yeah.
that, kinda like
Check this out.
redeeming quality in the lyrics. The lyrics aren't really all that well written.
That's so good. And
I
then
mean, I don't think they are.
no, but
either,
check. This is the this is the best conclusion. This is the best conclusion right here.
there, but I'd give it a 2 out of 5, and that's just for trying to address a couple, important issues. But other than that, like I said, it's pretty basic. So go check it out. Let me know what you think. And
It's like anyway, this sucks. So go check it out. Let me tell you what you think. Tell me what you think.
like it's pretty bad, so you should go listen to it.
Yeah, so it's not
bro.
that great, but this is exactly where you can
Well, it's not
find
even
it.
that it's pretty bad. It's like this is really average, so you should go listen to
Yeah,
it. 'Cause,
no,
like really
well-
bad turns into good again.
Which is
Yeah.
great. Which is great. And once again, like if this dude sees this or whatever, like, dude, much respect. We're not trying to personally attack you, and we actually appreciate you taking the time to like give feedback to everybody about our song and like music and stuff. Because if you're not into it or the things that you're being honest about things you do and don't like, which is totally cool. Like respect, 100%. But we just really hope that you're not in sales, right? Because.
Okay.
Because-
all right. Okay.
Because it's like, dude, if I got a sandwich here, I'm like, hey man, like turkey's kind of shit and like the lettuce is wilted and honestly it tasted like vomit when I put it in my mouth. But anyway, check it out. Take a bite. You want it?
Yeah, you should.
Here's
it's
their
not very
address. This is
good,
their
but
Instagram.
It's not really very good or worth the money at all. So you should check it out.
Yeah. I don't know. If you guys want to come into this club, it's kind of shitty. It sucks. The drinks are expensive. But
Cover
anyway,
charge
come
is a
on
little
in.
too high.
Come on in. Check it out.
It's okay though.
Check it out.
listen, it's good. I probably won't go back to it more than, maybe here and there.
Wait,
I like-
Wait,
I like
hold
that.
on, because I didn't not.
you didn't
hear
get that
part.
part?
Hey,
No,
can
never-
I say something to
so
his
it's
point?
A 2 out of, it's a 2
I
out of
got
5.
something to his
So
credit.
He's gonna listen. But he will listen to it again.
Exactly. I to his point, I actually made a playlist on my Spotify. Actually on my secret private Spotify that if any of you find, don't tell anyone. Just extort me. It's literally called Worst. It doesn't have any elaboration beyond that. It just says Worst, and I put some music on there sometimes. So maybe that's what he did to us. Maybe he has a playlist called Basic, and that's where we ended up. And he goes back and he revisits it.
So fuck this shit. So
Right?
Fuck this shit.
Fuck this shit. That's how I'm going to intro it, dude.
Really?
Live, I'm going to be like, hey,
All
guys,
right, you see this?
fuck this shit.
God.
this song
I'm putting us on the worst playlist.
basically
myself.
what you would get
Where is it?
done. Lyrically and sonically, it's pretty basic.
That's my favorite. Definitely sampling that.
No, it should be.
Don't do. You just did what we told you.
I'm
not to
putting
do,
you
bro.
guys.
You just looked at. You broke the fourth wall. Dude.
I said that before we even started recording.
Did you see that? Did you?
I
Catch him doing that?
always break the
Okay,
fourth wall.
so
I said that
he's
before
been-
we started.
And I will
I
break
said
the
that.
fourth wall.
I said that.
I don't know which one I want to break. If I want to do that one or that one.
I'll break
or-
the fifth wall. I
or
don't
that
care.
one.
No, sometimes it's
But
appropriate.
the wall that Arda has broken the most is his FaceTime camera on
love
his
it.
computer. Checking out his hair the whole time.
It's not like it makes it any better. I'm just aware.
Oh man.
That was not that much of a fourth wall break. I was just saying.
Yeah.
It's
whatever.
pretty- yeah.
Anyway.
So,
Anyway, whatever. Go check that song out. You know.
It's
Yeah,
pretty
check
good.
it out.
Put it on
Like-
your basic playlists for us.
it's not very good. You should check it out.
Yeah.
All right. So, are we fucking? What are we doing? Are we over time or what are we doing?
Yeah, we're done.
Okay, we're done with this one. Okay, so we're done with this one. This has been the first episode.
We're gonna have to do some creative editing.
Why?
Why?
I don't know.
I can edit shit. Bro.
Yeah, that's right. Well, that's what I'm saying. We gotta like
Except for your
cut-
fourth
We
wall
gotta
shit.
cut it off.
We're gonna-
I almost like
I'll-
it better.
I'll-
I almost like it better the way Pete's saying it. So, this was our first episode. So thank you.
Whatever. Just go check it out.
Scene.
Yeah, it's pretty
And-
basic.
Fuck this shit, I'm so sick of it. This bullshit world has pushed me to my limit. I'm sick of biting my tongue, I'm done with pleading the fifth. Middle finger to the world like fuck this shit. Broadcasting images from all the media towers. You cover shooting after shooting, talk about it for hours. You idolize a tragedy, you made a star from a coward. Don't you realize all you did?
It's pretty basic.
I pay too much for my phone so I don't feel alone. Man, I'm so